There is a frequency of incubation that has been surrounding your life for the last several months, Cancer. You've been in a cocoon of your own making, and to the outside world, it might look like you've stalled or gone quiet. You've stopped posting your every move, you've stopped explaining your process, and you've stopped seeking validation for a vision that only you can see. But the universe is revealing today that this quiet was the most productive period of your life. The breakthrough isn't coming, it is already here, pulsing just beneath the surface of your physical world. You are about to move from the hidden work into the hailed result. The unspoken truth is that the seed didn't die in the dark, it was just growing roots deep enough to support the magnitude of the bloom. Welcome back to Willow and the Wild, to the new viewers led here by the resonance of their own evolution, and the returning collective. I'm glad you found your way back. We are diving into the deep, unspoken truths of the private victory hitting the Cancer Collective in 2026. This is a reading about the power of the unseen, the end of performance, and the raw energy of a manifestation that was built in the silence. Source is clearing the brush. It's time for you to understand why your wild privacy was the key to your solid success. The Page of Swords is where this energy begins, and it represents your internal scout. This resonates with that sharp, intellectual curiosity that started this whole project in the middle of the night while everyone else was sleeping. You've been gathering data, researching markets, and sharpening your mind while everyone else thought you were just disappearing or checked out. This card tells me that your breakthrough is built on a foundation of information sovereignty. You aren't just guessing your way to success, you have spent the last few months outsmarting the obstacles before they even had a chance to appear in your physical reality. You've become a student of your own destiny, and the secret you've been keeping is actually a high-level tactical strategy. You've realized that knowledge is the only currency that doesn't devalue, and you've been hoarding it like a dragon. You are no longer looking for answers outside of yourself because you've become the primary expert of your own life. But look at how this interacts with the Five of Wands. This is the frequency of external noise, and it represents the competition and the busy work of the world that you've successfully bypassed. Think about the people in your industry or your social circle who have been bickering, fighting for clout, and draining their batteries on meaningless drama. You were quietly building your empire in a different room while they were distracted. The interaction here is powerful. The Page of Swords is the silent intelligence that allows you to sidestep the conflict entirely. You aren't trying to win an argument or prove a point, you're trying to build a new reality. You've realized that the best way to win a fight is to not be in the arena when the blows are being traded. This is the grounded proof that your wild detachment from the chaos was the smartest move you could have made. You've let them exhaust themselves while you stayed focused on the prize, and now that they are tired, you are ready to launch. Anchoring this foundation is the Emperor. This is the frequency of absolute structure, and it marks the moment you stop trying to build and you start ruling your domain. This resonates with that internal shift where you set the borders, define the rules, and establish a solid hierarchy in your life that no one is allowed to question. The interaction between the scouting page and the ruling emperor tells me that your breakthrough is no longer a hobby or a side hustle. It has become a kingdom. You are moving from the version of yourself who asks for a chance into the version who issues the decree. You've built a foundation so strong that it doesn't just support your weight, it protects your peace. This is the energy of the Cancer who has finally realized that their soft heart needs a stone castle to truly thrive in this world. You are claiming the throne of your own potential, and for the first time, you're not apologizing for the space you take up. In the center of this movement, we find the Three of Swords, which resonates with the final disconnect from a person, a job, or a project that was once your entire world, but was secretly draining your power. You had to experience that sharp, clear heartbreak to realize that your secret breakthrough was the only thing truly worth saving. The interaction here is vital. The pain of the Three of Swords was the incised opening that allowed your new life to finally catch its first breath of air. You've stopped trying to fix what was fundamentally broken and started birthing what is entirely new and untainted. This breakthrough is the direct result of you finally being honest about where your energy was being stolen. You aren't bleeding anymore. You are building on the clarity that only loss can provide. You've turned your scars into a blueprint for a life that can never be hurt that way again. You've converted your deepest pain into your highest value. Clarifying this surgery is the King of Wands, and this is the frequency of visionary execution. This resonates with the moment the secret finally catches fire and becomes impossible to ignore. You are no longer the one sitting in the corner with a notebook, dreaming of what if. You are the one standing on the stage with the torch, ready to lead. The King of Wands is the wildfire that drives a project into the stratosphere through sheer force of personality and will. The interaction between the heartbreak of the Three of Swords and the fire of this king tells me that you have used your pain as pure fuel. You aren't recovering anymore, you are igniting. This breakthrough is hitting the surface with a level of charisma and power that is going to make people wonder where you've been hiding all this time. You are leading with an authority that can't be taught. It can only be forged in the fire of a private transformation. And right behind that fire, the Ten of Pentacles appears. This is the frequency of generational legacy, and it resonates with the solid manifestation of your secret work into your bank account and your home. We aren't just talking about a win or a good month, we are talking about the establishment of long-term wealth and security that changes your family's story. This is the house, the ironclad contract, the thriving business, and the total family stability that you've been dreaming of since you were a child. The interaction between the fire of the king and the gold of the 10 tells me that your breakthrough is self-sustaining. You aren't just making a move, you are founding a lineage. You've moved from the secretive page into the legitimate founder. This is the grounded proof that your wild isolation was actually a period of building a foundation that could hold the weight of an entire empire. The Seven of Pentacles surfaces now, and this is the frequency of the honest assessment. This resonates with that quiet moment you take to look at the work you've done in the dark and realize that every single sacrifice was worth it. You're looking at your progress and realizing that the delay you complained about wasn't a punishment, it was a necessary period of root growth. The interaction here is about satisfied mastery. You've moved from the worry of the struggle into the observation of the harvest. You are being shown that your breakthrough is real, it is substantial, and it is permanent. You can finally afford to lean on your shovel and breathe for a moment. The secret has grown into a forest, and you are the one who owns the timber. You are no longer hoping for a result, you are calculating the yield of a life well built. This all leads to the sun, which is the highest frequency of visibility in the deck. This resonates with the moment the secret finally hits the sunlight and everything is illuminated for the world to see. No more shadows, no more weird vibes, and no more hiding behind your own hesitation or your fear of being judged. The sun tells me that your breakthrough is being celebrated by the universe itself. You are standing in the center of your new reality, and it feels like a physical warmth in your bones. The interaction between the legacy of the Ten of Pentacles and the joy of the sun is the ultimate public reveal. You've moved from the incubation of the dark into the inspiration of the day. You are finally irrevocably home in your victory, and everyone can see the glow coming off of you. The final manifestation is the Hanged Man, and this is the frequency of enlightened perspective. This resonates with the way your breakthrough has completely flipped your world upside down in the best way possible. You aren't looking for success in the same way you used to. You've realized that the chase was the illusion. You've moved into a space of sacred stillness, where you realize that the win was always yours the moment you stopped fighting for it. The interaction between the sunlight of your victory and the stillness of your perspective is the ultimate soul satisfaction. You've realized that the secret wasn't just a project, it was a new way of being. You've changed the way you vibrate, and because of that, the world has no choice but to treat you differently. You are seeing the truth behind the illusion of the struggle. You are the master of your own depth, and the view from here is breathtaking. At the bottom of the deck, the shadow energy reveals the King of Cups. This is the frequency of emotional sovereignty, and it resonates with the deep water that has been supporting this entire Emperor structure. The unspoken truth of this shadow card is that you are no longer a victim of your own sensitivity or your moods. You've learned how to contain your emotions so they fuel your breakthrough instead of flooding your life and washing away your progress. The King of Cups is the silent protector of your heart. He tells me that your breakthrough is safe because you are finally the master of your own depths. You've stopped leaking your magic to people who don't deserve it and started governing it like the treasure it is. You are the emotional ocean, and the breakthrough is the island you finally raised. The shift is here, Cancer. Trust the Emperor Foundation you've built. Trust the Ten of Pentacles legacy that is landing in your lap. Source is clearing the brush so you can see the victory that has been waiting for you in the silence. You are the mountain. Which part of this resonates most with the secret you've been keeping? Is it the quiet work of the Seven of Pentacles or the sudden sunlight of the sun? Manifestation is about staying in your own light while the old world tries to guess your next move. If this reading ignited something in you, please like the video and share it with another Cancer who is currently incubating their dream. Comment below with "My victory is inevitable" to lock in this frequency. Your interaction helps the algorithm find the rest of the collective. Make sure to subscribe to Willow and the Wild for more deep-rooted Cancer readings. To understand more about the strategic sovereignty you need to use in the next 48 hours, click on the video on your screen now. You are the master of your own depth. The universe supports you. Stay in your truth.